So how did such an amazing original story get turned into this mess? Why? Let's start with the opening. The funeral. Frenchie is gone. Kimiko breaks down. Her power finally awakens. This part? It's actually solid. You can even feel a bit of the original tone. Pain fuels power. Emotion triggers ability. But here's the problem. Nothing after this builds like that. Take the scene where Ryan calls out Homelander. Every line hits. It completely tears apart the illusion of a god. In the original story, this is the beginning of the collapse. First step toward Homelander's downfall. But in the show, he gets called out, feels bad for a second, and then goes right back to his coronation. No change, no consequences. That's not a breakdown. That's a skip. Then the whole White House sequence, traps, sound attacks, secret tunnels, counterattacks. Looks busy, but it's just filler. Side plots crammed in, while the main story gets pushed aside. Because the real endgame of The Boys was never about fighting. It was about the collapse of power. Government, corporations, and superheroes all at once. But the show turns it into a dungeon run. Now, the biggest problem? The final battle. 7 years of build-up, Homelander versus Butcher. And what do we get? Two top-tier soups, brawling in a room. The building doesn't even come down. No clash of beliefs. No ideological conflict. No God destroyed by his own humanity, especially Homelander. One minute, he's on national TV calling himself a god. The next minute, he's begging, "I'll do anything."
"I'll fucking suck your dick, please. I'll do anything."
This should have been the most terrifying moment in the entire series. A self-proclaimed god collapsing into nothing. But there's no build-up, so it's not shocking. It just feels off. Then there's Butcher. He goes from revenge to genocide. Because of a dog and a hallucination, he grabs the virus and suddenly wants to wipe out all soups. In the original, this is a slow descent into extremism. A full ideological collapse. Here, it feels like the plot needs you to go crazy real quick. And then, Huey shoots him. That's it. No struggle. No choice. No consequences. A 7-year character arc ends like an NPC. And then, the ending. They open a shop. There's a pregnancy. Everyone goes back to normal life. But what was The Boys about from day one? The hypocrisy of superheroes. The corruption of power. The distortion of human nature. And now you're telling me everything just goes back to normal? That's not adaptation. That's rewriting the whole point. So no, the problem isn't one bad scene. It's that the show smoothed out everything that made the original brutal. The collapse never lands. The pain never hits. The chaos never explodes. What's left is a finale that looks complete but feels completely empty. Seriously, where did the budget go?